Volume 1, Chapter 1, Hadith 128, narrated Aswad. Ibn Azubair said to me, Aisha used to tell you secretly a number of things. What did she tell you about the Kaaba? I replied, she told me that once the Prophet said, O Aisha, had not your people been still close to the pre-Islamic period of ignorance, infidelity, I would have dismantled the Kaaba and would have made 2 doors in it, one for entrance and the other for exit. Later on, Ibn Azubair did the same. Now, saying in any primary Islamic source that it translates to a pre-Islamic period of ignorance or even infidelity is not a correct thing. Jahiliyyah is sort of an emotional ignorance. And no, that's not criticizing one gender over another or anything like that either. Some people have pretended that bit. Other narrations indicate, because there's not a pre-Islamic period for humans. The first human to the last, Islam's going to be, an option, right? Because if you know what Islam is, surrender to God, it's submission to God. And of course, the implication is through God's prophets. And if the first person to ever make a mistake when he repented was called to be a prophet, or through, he was prophetically inspired with the way to repent. People describe it differently. Using different words, but they're referring to the same event. But anyways, some of the narrations, they indicate that the Kaaba and around it carried on all the symbolism that it had during the period of the idols and all that stuff. Because it had it before that. The idols are not necessary to the symbolism, so we kept that. So the positive and the negative and the 360 directions and the 7 circumambulations, the rock in the corner, the cover, stuff like that. Yeah, none of that required shirk. And of course, it's sort of a big old psychological diagram, the whole thing. But, there was some antsiness about it that people thought, well, is it harmful to go there and do this stuff because of the stuff that used to be done? And, doesn't matter what used to be done,